Ugh. Ugh. What is this? Oh man. Hey there guys, it's Remus Sergeant of the Legion, and today we're going to be starting a new series after 8 months of hiatus, called Terra Firmacraft. You guys may have heard of it from Ethos Lab or from my friend CrazyMan777's channel. He did 3 seasons of it, but here we are playing it ourselves. So, without further ado, let's get started. The mod authors call this survival as it should be. So it's definitely a step up from vanilla survival, which we've tried before. Not as popular, but oh gosh, there are 2 different rock types. Highlight. Oh, chalk. Need chalk. Chalk is very important. I'm gonna keep some of that. It's gonna be a special pile. You guys can't hear it right now, but it's very loud. It's the music from Terra Firmacraft proper. I'm actually going to turn that down real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, yeah. 3, 2, 1, back. Okay, yeah, we're back from that. Wow, that was just very loud. Okay. So, right now, as you can see, I'm just right-clicking on the ground. There's little boulder things, and I already have 2 different piles. I've got chalk rock, and I've got firelight rock. On each of these rocks, there's like 16 different kinds of rock in this mod. Each of them is a different kind of actual rock, so like sedimentary, metamorphic, igneous. I know, we didn't want science involved, kids, I know, but this is what's going to happen. So certain ones will have higher durability values, and I believe phyllite, yeah, that's what it is, has the highest. So, to progress in the game, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do what's called knapping. Knapping is basically hitting 2 rocks together and making things. So, carving rock on rock. So, the first thing we're going to do, we got our achievement Paleolithic, is to get a stone axe head, because punching these trees is not as effective as it is in vanilla. So we're going to cut down this nice little, I believe this is a birch or aspen tree. I think this is an aspen actually. I don't know, they all have different names. And they'll look different than the standard vanilla ones, so let's see what this is. Birch, so it is like in vanilla. Cool. So we're going to cut down this one as well. And just like, unlike in vanilla, you'll have it so that it will cut down like the entire tree. It's like felling an entire tree instead of just cutting down one and taking off 1 durability. So as you can see, our stone axe has already taken quite a bit of a hit. Okay, so we've got 16 and 5. Yeah. Tree wood is stored in stacks of 16 like snowballs and such. So that's good to keep in mind as we're trying to conserve resource space. Right now what I'm doing is I'm breaking up the tree canopy of this birch tree. One reason to get some sticks, which I could find on the ground, but I can easily get them this way as well. And also to kind of replenish the trees, because everyone knows replenishing trees is good for the environment and all. So let's do that real quick. Bam, and then we'll cut it down. Oh gosh, I'm already kind of getting low on hunger. I've had a problem with that recently, so maybe we'll go look for some food right after this. Okay, got that. So there's that star. Ooh, tetrahydrite. Wow. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff you'll find on the ground. You'll find sticks, you'll find rocks, and flowers and such. But you'll also find little things like this, which actually this isn't tetrahydrite, this is galena, which is for silver. So that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and make another tool now that we've got some lumber set up. Make some knives. Knives are always good for the sake of this mod. So what I'm going to use these for is I'm going to try and right now I'm just left clicking with knives. If you just punch grass right now, it won't give you anything. But when you left click it with a knife in your hand, it will give you straw, which is used for a bunch of stuff. One of the things being that. One of them being thatch blocks, which I use to build my basic shelters when I first start out the game. So you'll notice right now we got 3 different kinds of trees. We got this pine tree, we've got the birch trees like we've already been cutting down. These are called white elms. They're pretty common. Most of the worlds that I play in have had them. So yeah, they're pretty common depending on where we're at. And, oh look, floating trees. I feel like that's a bug. I should probably screenshot that and send that to the TFC team. Do that later. Screenshot. Floating trees. Yay. Okay. And we'll go on punching at these pieces of grass. So, notice we have 3 bars down at the bottom. We've got my red bar, which represents my health. Notice it's already gone down from the start of the video when I was at 1,000 health. Yeah. That's because we haven't been eating, and we also haven't been keeping a balanced diet, so it's steadily decreasing. As we get to balance our diet more and more, the food bar will kind of balance out, and that will be great. But in other news, we have pumpkins. Pumpkins are the best thing in the world right now. Not a lot of people, I think, utilize this feature, but once we get torches, these will become great because I can use them for jack-o'-lanterns. And unlike the torches in this mod, jack-o'-lanterns do not burn out. So, trying to decide. I guess I kind of want to kill this pig because I don't have food, and I need it. Oh no! Stop running. Stop! Stop, female pig. Female pig, stop! 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 And you can tell it's female because it doesn't have tusks. Are you going? Oh, stop! Stop! Come on. Come on, this shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, there we go. So, we got some experience. We got very little pork. Got a small animal hide, and we got some bones. So, that's something at least. Yeah, okay. Another thing we found these goldenrod flowers. That means that there is clay right under here, and once we get kind of a base set up, we can go ahead and get to work on clay stuff. Okay, here's the beach. I'm trying to decide. Mainly the thing, what is that? I have not seen this block before. Guess it was ice. I guess we're a little farther north than I'm used to playing. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, we're way north. I'll explain the coordinates in a second and how they kind of factor in. Because the fact that we're that far north kind of affects how I play. I normally play in a much more mild climate, so this should be an interesting change. Means we actually have to focus on surviving in the winter. Yeah, looks like we've already got ice. Let's see, what temperature is it? Average biome temperature, apparent temperature. So it's about 20-ish degrees Celsius. Oh gosh, I need to stop taking screenshots. So that's that. More clay. Okay, right now we're... donkeys. Right now we're working for fresh water to fill up our fresh water bar. As you can see here, this is salt water marked by the seaweed. I collected that seaweed by right-clicking it with a knife, and I'm going to do that just because I don't really have a lot of food to start off with, and so this is a good, easy source of food. Hello, donkeys. How are you doing today? Okay, oh gosh, and the sun is already starting to go down. This is not great. Haven't really established a base yet. So, we'll need a bit more. Oh great, there's that. Unlike in vanilla Minecraft, the leaves, you can actually walk through them like in real life. It's not like a swath of leaves would stop you from walking through something or really support you in real life. But in the mod, they let you kind of walk through. And guess I'll establish myself here for the night. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up a couple more sticks by right-clicking them, and we're going to make this into some thatch blocks like that. That's good. And then we're going to make a fire starter. Fire starters are pretty important just because we will need fire to make some torches. So, what block are you on? Oh, are you not flammable? Apparently that's not one of the blocks I can use it on. I can, however, use it over here, and I know that. I'll make it right next. Yes, I'll make a base right next to the danger zone. Oh, and we already ran out of that fire starter. Hopefully we'll get some better luck this time. Okay, there we go. So now we've got fire. Click on that. These are used for cooking food, mostly, and making torches. Those are our main functions right now for these little fires. And I'm going to add in a birch log, and I'm going to cook our pork real quick. That way we can have everything together. So while we're waiting on that, I'm going to hit S and combine all those. I'm going to make 8 jack-o'-lanterns so we can have renewable night, because in this mod torches go out, so we don't want to be caught in the dark. Let's see, it's warm. Night in Terra Firma Craft can be a pain just because of the various mobs. Hopefully it's not going to be that big. So right now we've got cooked pork rare. Depending on how you cook your pork, that'll be how well you can stack it. I personally like medium rare in real life, not really for pork. And as you can see, we can't really eat this right now very well because it's hot, represented by that orange bar up top. Okay, so we got a full belly. Hi donkeys. And now we're gonna set up a nice little fort of jack-o'-lanterns. Apparently floating jack-o'-lanterns, because why not? Okay. Do that. We're just gonna build our little base right now on the beachfront. Don't worry, I'll put a supporting log at the bottom. Bam, now we got a treehouse, elevated hunter sand, as I like to call it. So all of those, to place them like that, you just right-click them. If you want to make a log stack, which is how you store lumber, you just shift right-click, and then it opens up like a little chest inventory. It holds up to 16 logs. So essentially a stack of logs. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to eat some seaweed because I'm hungry. Oh, and we're already almost out of that pork. We have 1.41 ounces. Luckily we got some fruit over there. And our water bar is also getting low. That's great. So what we're going to do real quick is build the small version of my survival hut. We'll make a bigger version in the morning. We'll just do it this way. to conserve thatch, even though you can just break it and get it back. And yeah, so real quick, I'll do an explanation of our inventory real quick. You got your basic inventory, 4 crafting boxes. Once we get a crafting table, and it'll be a little bit, we'll be able to expand this into a full 3x3 crafting bench, so we don't have to worry about carrying one around essentially. And we have our standard armor. We also, if you guys want, may have saw it, this little back slot, it allows us to carry clay vessels, I think is what they're called. Yeah, and they're basically a 9-space clay backpack that if you just carry it in your hands, you're overburdened, but if you carry it on your back, you're fine. And it's the standard Minecraft inventory down there. So that's your inventory tab. It's the top one. The second one is your skills. So because I killed that pig, I'm a novice in everything, but I do have some slight skill in butchering just because I killed the pig. And we're getting very little meat at the moment. That's why I only got like 18 ounces. This is our calendar tab. Each time we start a world, it'll be Thursday in early summer on the 1st of June. And at the moment, it is 1 in the morning. Shouldn't that date have changed by now? I feel like that date should have changed. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. It'll change in the morning. This is our last one. It's our nutrition and health bar. So what this does is it allows us to track our nutrition. If you noticed, at the beginning of the video, as I said, we had the 1,000 health. And because we haven't really eaten anything, we've eaten a little bit of vegetable and a little bit of protein, but not really enough to make a dent. We've kind of increased where we've started from, and we're kind of slowing the descent of our health, but it's not much. So we just need to make sure we get a solid food source going. So I'm going to munch on a bit more seaweed. See, our health went right back up the moment I ate that. Up to 9,889. And so, quick thing, the reason why I choose this is most of the time mobs won't, sorry, jumping topic a little bit. The reason why I chose this kind of configuration for a house is it makes the walls semi-transparent. So, like leaves, you can step through them and see out, and they're like a window. So right now I can see the moon. It's setting because it is currently 3 in the morning. I can also see any hostile mobs. However, mobs will not pathfind to me. So that's good. We have a kind of safe spot here for the moment. So, it's almost daytime. I'm going to go grab the fruit over there, find some water, maybe get the rest of our house put together. And then I'll probably sign off from there. So, I'll be back once it's morning. And the sun rises. You do notice, though, it gets darker once you step in the thatch. Okay, so it's about 4 in the morning. It's when sun rises during the summer in this biome. So, now it is time to go out and look for some water, as well as maybe get some more food. As you can see, our little campfire, it's gone out. It's because it's out of fuel. Don't worry though, we can start that right back up, plus we can make hundreds more if we really wanted to. But right now, here's some berry bushes I found, gooseberries. Interesting. I'm going to just gather them up right next to each other and then stack them together. 13.6 ounces of fruit. That's good. And now we can start getting some more fruit along that to keep up the nutrition. So let's go out and see if we can't find some more fresh water. There's a little bit of fresh water I found at the very beginning at our spawn. Oh, I should probably screenshot our coordinates real quick. Ah, that little house. Okay. Screenshot those. Okay. And there we go. And so I'm going to go grab some water real quick in that little spring area. Yeah, as I said, I've never really played in a map where freezing has been an issue. Most of the time when I play a map, it's very mild. As long as our z coordinates remain negative, they kind of reflect, there's an algorithm to reflect where what the general biome would be in that area in the northern hemisphere. So for instance, if you had if the algorithm worked it out and you got an answer of like 15, you'd have approximately the same conditions as someone at 15 degrees north of the equator. So right here, marked by cattails, our friend fresh water. So I'm replenishing this just by right-clicking with an empty hand. And man, does it feel good to have some water. At some point, we will be able to just carry around water in water jugs. But we have to fire up some clay for that. And oh my lord, this is a dangerous position. I don't like this. I'm just going to walk over here. Oh, this is where we spawned, isn't it? I think this is where we spawned, actually. Yeah, okay. And where we are now. Cool. So we're not that far from spawn in all actuality. That's good. So yeah, guys, I'm definitely excited about this series. Between this episode and the next, I'll probably gather some more grass. It's not a very interesting thing to watch people do. And I might scoot our base over to that island. That sounds like a good idea. That way I can easily get in between, or maybe just over in this cove over here. That way I have easy access to the clay that is over there, as well as the fresh water right here. So I think I'm going to move our house over here to this little area. That way we can kind of keep healthy. That way we don't have to keep running over here from over there. And other than that, that's probably going to be about it. I'll let you guys know if I find anything interesting. Probably not by adding this onto another video, but probably just being like, hey, I found some blah blah blah. Unless it's earth-shaking, like more metal that's necessary. But anyway, I know it's been a long time since I recorded, and I appreciate anyone who watched this. It's been 8 months, but hey, we're here now. So, signing off from the land of Terra Firma Graph, this is Remus Sargent. Have a great day. See you later.